The clean-up began at first light. Hours earlier, these residents had cowered in their homes. Now they emerged to reclaim their streets and clear the riot debris from their doorsteps.
I woke up at 6 and then I came down here and I thought I'm going to walk around, and literally it was like a war zone. There was bricks, rubble all over, and then I just knocked on one of the neighbours' houses and just said, can I have a brush please, just so I can do my bit. And then I was brushing up, and then the entire community has come together.
Residents were joined by council workers, their mission to restore normality. Walls were rebuilt. A scorched road was resurfaced. The night before, this was the scene as darkness fell. Southport's mosque was the target. Rioters' anger fueled by claims, wrong claims, on social media that the teenage suspect for Monday's stabbings is a Muslim and an immigrant.
The abuse started, and then in chanting, and then the brick throwing and fire throwing, until the police came. It was terrifying, and when the police was here, it even intensified even more, because the police were targeted.
Police struggled to defend the building. A police van was set on fire. A resident's doorbell camera caught the rioters attacking police and the police response. Another showed a rioter dismantling a wall for ammunition. One protester was hit by fellow rioters. A convenience store was damaged and looted.
It was devastating, and as at one point I thought it's all gone. It's sad. I was watching the CCTV, what's happening, and then the point they just coming in. My kids was watching as well, and it's sad. Basically, they've taken all the expensive stuff, the alcohol, cigarettes.
More than 50 police officers were injured, many of them taken to hospital.
They were there purely for hooliganism and thuggery, in terms of bringing that level of violence and that behaviour onto the streets of Southport, and that's not what this community is about. We saw the very best of that community last night at the vigil. We've seen the very best of this community this morning when they've all been pulling together to support each other, to put right the damage that has been done. That is not what this community is about.
There is evidence that protesters were being rallied hours earlier on social media to gather at the mosque.
I was told by a friend who's also a local councillor before midday that he was aware that the far right were attending to come here, and from his perspective, obviously to cause trouble, and that he's told me subsequently that he raised it with the local police and that he had effectively been ignored.
Police said they were anticipating more trouble even into the weekend. They were ready to deal with it, with help from neighbouring forces. Martin Brunt, Sky News, Southport.